basic highlights are this month we had 2 leaks, one on the service, one on the main. We just fixed the one on the main yesterday. As Blaine mentioned, we met with the county about water conservation. We were actually working on those numbers today. The fire department was happy to know that we did our weed abatement at our new property at the treatment plant. So we won't be getting a hefty bill for weed abatement.
That's good.
Overall, our overdue accounts are down from last month. Our door hangers are down from last month. And we still are holding strong with that one shut off. People are not really well receiving the door hanger fee, but they seem to understand. And it really is the same people over and over again.
It just seems to be the same backlash from the same people.
Me and Liliana made an extra effort to stay after work, call people on the last day, do all that. We did explain to them that we won't be doing that anymore, but we wanted, since it's so new, to call, text, explain to everyone.
Yes. Okay.
And just a short update on the in-street property. The county is still working through their process to surplus it. Essentially, we missed the boat, so there's no free lunch for us. The property will go probably up for surplus in the next few months. The district will be given an opportunity to purchase the property at that point. If the district doesn't want to purchase it at that point, then it'll go at a public sale. From what the county has explained, they already have numerous offers from area developers that want to develop it into the, I think, 24 units that it was originally designed for. However, that will most likely be at fair market price, which is hundreds of thousands of dollars. So at that point, the district will have to decide whether or not that's worth purchasing, or if it's something that it wants to purchase.
Do we have a rough estimate?
They didn't give me what their appraised value was. He said you're still working on it. I'm going to call him again around the first of the month and see where they're at with it, because he said it was getting close, that they would be coming out in the next month or two. So,
do we have a plan for that property?
Essentially, the two ideas at this point would be a separate fire station, which was the direction Director Green wanted to go, or some sort of a wastewater yard with potential for fire training ground, but just additional space. The one value potential would be to install a new well in that yard space somewhere to replace eventually well 3. But none of that was set in stone. There wasn't any real feasibility done on those. It was just ideas.
Okay.
I didn't know that track map was still good on that property. Probably expired.
Well, I don't know. The county seems to be pretty lenient on those things these days. So, as I have more information, I will definitely pass it along. But that's what I have right now.
We have one public comment in the back.
I'll come up here this time.
Thank you.
I have a couple of questions, and one is about county planning, and I'm not sure if you know the answer, but do you communicate with the planner for this area, or is there such a thing anymore?
We get referrals from the planning department. I'd like to say it's consistent, but it's not. It's very inconsistent, the amount of referrals and when we get them. Sometimes I hear about projects way before they even send us the referral. But we don't have a specific planner that deals with us directly. They seem to have several.
There is somebody that's designated as
Is there?
the San Miguel planner. It's Brian, somebody who I've been trying to get a hold of now for a month. He won't return a call or anything. So I don't see him being that responsive, but he is San Miguel's designated planner at the county.
Okay, so in response to that, I asked a similar question at the advisory committee last night. As Anthony knows, the planner used to be designated for San Miguel and used to come to those meetings on a regular basis, and when there was a project, they would explain it and, you know, tell you about it. That hasn't happened for quite a while. And I asked Mr. Pashon about it, and he said procedures have changed, you know, with the turnovers in planning, and if we had something on that agenda that they wanted a planner, let him know and he'd make sure I was there. But he wasn't sure if there was a specific San Miguel area one. And I told him my concern is just the same concern here. We spent a lot of time working on the San Miguel design plan to talk about what the people in this community want for their community, and got the agreement by county planning. And I've seen a few things already that they're not following that. They're kind of doing what they want again. And so that's just a little hello. Let's be on top of that and be proactive about getting our community properly represented. The other thing is about the N Street property. First of all, I'm curious how we missed getting that first opportunity. Do you know how
I
we
do.
missed that?
Long answer or short answer? Long or short answer?
The mail was stamped, given to the previous general manager. He signed it and sent it back to the county without the board's knowledge or approval.
So it happened.
Passed on it.
Like, I brought it back to you guys this year. You've seen the
Okay.
interested, not interested.
So that means.
They have a piece of paper and they say, you sign this.
Right, so this board and, people here, staff, were not aware that it happened, and so didn't do anything to tell them, hey.
The after fact, once it was sent back to the county,
Kelly said exploded.
no, it was Gregory Campbell
Yeah,
in the list.
he came to the meeting
He
and
came
told
to
us
the
about
meeting
it.
and asked if anybody here had seen that or reviewed it, and if the board was presented with it, and they said no, and then they researched it, and discovered that it was sent back to the county from the former general manager without any consideration.
But as you know, the county has their procedures.
Yes, they do, but that's also another thing, I think it's worth an effort with John Shaw to say, hey, is there something we can do about that, because this was done by
I met with him at 3 o'clock today, and that was part of our discussion, and the county's in the position now to go through the bid process and go for market value.
so it's too late.
Too late.
Okay, well, it's, again, one of those situations that somehow has to be avoided in the future.
That's what I understood.
Thank you.
Yes.
As long as you board
Yeah,
know,
couldn't agree more.
at least me and him
Is that
have
what
told
he
you
said?
that will
Yeah,
always
just-
come to the board.
As a follow-up to what Chief Roberson said, I was actually in a meeting with him, and John Persson mentioned that the the property possibly could go out to auction. So there was,
That's in this, Kelly's already checked on, that's what he was
it's, I was just looking it up on the assessor's website, it's actually 3 parcels,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a,
$1,500.
yeah, it's 3 parcels, two large ones and one small strip.
So-
No,
It was
1,500.
It was 500 per parcel.
So tomorrow that comes in mail.
Yeah. So one thing on that is that
It always happens.
it came to our attention not too long after it was rejected by the general manager. However, at that point, it had already been passed over by everybody else,
2 months ago.
and the county public works
I
had
don't think I ever saw it.
taken it.
There's nothing. else.
Oh.
It was easy, but it's still.
I think that probably if they weren't having turnover in their central services department at that point, that we probably could have gotten it, but because it just sat, even after we made contact with the county, it sat for several months until the current assessor was brought on. It sat for months and months and months, and at that point was not a priority. They had a bunch of other things that they had to get out. So it sat for months and months and months after that, and by that time, it had exceeded the window to just back up and allow us to purchase it. I had talked to Vicki from John Bouchard's office, And she called planning, or the assessor on our behalf and tried to see what they could do, and basically what I'm telling you is the same thing she told me. So if there is a possibility to buy it, it's probably gonna be at obviously a higher value. If the district comes up to a conclusion that it actually has value to us for some sort of site, we could petition the Board of Supervisors, and they may be able to donate it to the district or something to that effect, but it's a pretty long shot.
You know, it is my personal opinion, I'm gonna emphasize it's my own personal opinion from these years of seeing the county operate, that the county staff has no consideration nor care for this community or how it operates in this community. It's appalling. It's been appalling. I mean, I think it's crazy to think that the county is screaming about the fact there's not enough parkland as well in this community, has land for it, and then just, oh, we're gonna sell it. Like, who does that? Literally, these people, it boggles my mind that we have these county staffers that don't even bother showing up in this community, running our town, telling us how to live our lives, and then telling us, oh, sorry, we can't help you when we ask for help on certain things. It's my personal opinion, and it grates on me, and it's been grating on me for years.
And the county they do things their own way, and I don't wanna talk ill of the county, because I don't know them personally, I don't, whatever, but I think that part of what's happening with this property is that because we did express an interest in receiving it after the fact, after Public Works had already kind of laid claim to it, is Public Works on our behalf said, yeah, we don't really need it, we were just gonna hold on to it, so go ahead and give it to San Miguel. But after that point, it just sat and sat and sat, and then now it's in their surplus property again. So if we had never said anything, Public Works would probably still be sitting on it and sit on it for years and years and years.
Is that the one that's fenced in?
Yeah.
Okay, just wanna make sure.
So, everything's cause and effect, right? So, but we'll bring it back.
Yes.
I've already commented, I don't know if I can comment again, can I? Okay. What Anthony said brought something to mind that I think is very important, and that is, if you remember, Frank Meacham had quarterly, I think it was, meetings with people from the CSD board, CSD staff, with the school superintendent, people from the advisory, groups in town that were active, and county staff department chair. So the fire marshal, or whatever you call him at the county, was there, the planning director, the different departments, Public Works, and they sat sort of in round table and just brought up issues they were concerned about. And you got to face talk to those people and tell them what were the concerns here. It was great. It made a lot better relationship between those staff members. Unfortunately, that's not happening anymore, and most of those staff members aren't there anymore. And it would be great to do something like that again, just to get that communication back open, and them understanding. We also were able to take new planning directors for this area on a tour of the area so they could see. We got pretty tired of that county government office planners talking about things on the terrace that we knew were wrong. But they had it on a map somewhere, so they knew they were right. So it's about them knowing the community, which the new ones don't know it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to answer a question, if I may. The question came up about the value of the property. I looked on the research the assessor's website. The property currently, the 3 lots are at 0 value, but I added up the total square footage is 50,060 square feet, and found another parcel right down the road, took the assessed value, divided it, multiplied it by the 50,060 square feet. It's about $155,186. That's would be the bottom market value, I would say. fair market value for that parcel.
We better have a good use for it.
Well, so that's only 100 times what we could have got it for.
Thank you.
We would get election fees.
And I agree with this, Bucky's comments, I saw some of those original, maps, and they called for actually bulldozing my own home, and no one ever contacted me, they never contact you, they just come and say, hey, this is great, we're gonna approve it.
You said didn't park a D7 in front of your house.
Construction out your bedroom window for a year.
They